My boyfriend secretly destroyed my hobbies, because he was jealous of me spending time with them instead of him. This is honestly the weirdest thing I've ever experienced and have no idea what to do. So I, 22 female, have a lot of hobbies. I'm sort of what you might call a hobby collector lol. But my top ones right now are running, training for a marathon, baking, reading, and doing something called junk journaling. Not sure if anyone is familiar. Specifically reading I've been doing since I was a young teenager. This started about 6 months ago, when I saw that several of my old books were dog-eared, which I don't do to my books. I asked my boyfriend, 23 male, if he had read them, which I would be totally fine with, but he insisted he hadn't touched them. Odd but whatever. Then after that, I literally could never find my running shoes. I bought a rather expensive pair and keep them separate from my other shoes because I'm a nurse and my hospital shoes are nasty. But the running shoes I could never find. They would always turn up days later though, somewhere I definitely hadn't put them. Again, odd but whatever. And then, my journal got completely destroyed. Somehow, it was left outside in our garage, where it is known to leak when it rains. It didn't necessarily get water damage but the moisture made all my pages peel up, and practically 28 pages ruined. The pages take me over an hour each and I'm quite proud of them. 28 plus hours of my artwork, ruined. This is so stupid but I genuinely started to believe the house was haunted. I did shed a few tears over my journal and my boyfriend rolled his eyes at that but helped me glue them all back down and salvage as much as possible. I had a fleeting thought that he put it out there but it was honestly so weird I was like, why would he? Then, it was back to my books. I have a huge bookshelf with over 200 books because I read daily. I started to notice one by one, they were disappearing. Like straight up, gone. I searched every corner of the house and could not find them. I even texted all 3 of my sisters, my brother, and my boyfriend's sister, asking if they had borrowed any and didn't tell me. They all said they hadn't. My boyfriend's sister borrows my books often but she always asks and insisted she didn't have any. When this happened I was like, what the heck? And then it was my baking. I could never find my mixers or my baking sheets or anything whenever I wanted to bake. The final straw though was when I found my KitchenAid mixer broken, literally just would not turn on, and if you don't know, those things are expensive. I straight up asked him, did you do this? Like why is all my stuff broken or lost recently? He finally admitted to purposely hiding or breaking my things, because my hobbies annoy him. I'm not going to lie, I exploded. I told him he was a weirdo for touching my stuff, and that it was honestly so strange to do this as an adult. He proceeded to defend himself saying that I was spending more time on my made-up hobbies than with him, and this was the only way to make me focus on our relationship again. Which for context, isn't true at all. We still have a great relationship, or so I thought. We go on dates twice a week, we make love regularly, we get along with each other's families and friends. Like I'm so confused. We've been together for 2 whole years. I love him so much and other than this odd behavior, he's so good to me. After that argument I was genuinely so distraught that I left the house and went to my sister's house. They lived together. They also agreed it was the oddest thing in the world. The icing on the cake when I got home this morning was that he threw out all of my shit. He cut the soles out of running shoes, cut the laces, threw out my Apple Watch, destroyed the baking things, cut the silicone molds. The box that all my missing books were in the dumpster with all of my other journal supplies. The journal he helped me fix was torn to shreds. I genuinely started to sob. I know it sounds dumb and overdramatic but I genuinely worked so hard on my journal that it made me cry. Literally hundreds of dollars and some of my favorite books, in the trash. Money spent on baking supplies, which I used to bake for my baby cousin's elementary school ruined. I just don't understand what is wrong with him. He's never been like this before. Ever. I'm genuinely so confused what has gotten into him. What do I do? What has gotten into him? Is it something else he could be projecting? I'm genuinely so confused.